Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Aegis Fall 2025 split. Excited for our capped leagues for the next 10 weeks. We have AML, Marauder League, our 600 LP cap league, ADL, 100 LP cap league, and AEL, our Diamond 4 capped league. I am Duan, your host today for the draw show. We're just going to go straight ahead and do the AML draw. So joining me today is Animosity and Lesser. So Animosity, do you want to introduce yourself first?
I don't know. I'm Animosity, top laner. That's it.
All right, and then Lesser.
I don't need to introduce myself. If you're participating, you should know who I am. I'm pretty important in the scene. I'm the coach manager of the team that just won, and we all got yeeted because you're so good. But I'm back with a new team, so don't worry. I'll still be around. But
we'll probably eat them too, if anything.
No, trust me, you will not be eating these guys. You will not be eating these guys.
All right. Just to make it quick.
All
right, so there are 6 teams on each group. If you guys want to know the format, just read the rule book. You can ask me any questions about the format this split. But for AML, it's pretty straightforward, so nothing you have to worry about. All right, so without further ado, let's draw our Pool 5 teams into the groups. So we'll start with Demacia. Ooh. All right, mid-impact. Going into Demacia. You can look into these guys as well. I think the only 2 people that we know is Nooner and Crip. They have played in past Aegis matches. I don't know for which team. You guys know anything about them?
I'm verifying that of one of these people it is. So I do know this Apple Cuckoo guy, or his name is, he goes by Coco. But I played against this guy in some random small tournament like years ago, and he definitely played the game. He definitely played the game. That is something I can say.
All right, sounds good. Let's move on to our next team. Going into the Noxus group. Okay. We got the 5 amigos. So these guys are, I believe, a decent amount of them are from the University of Houston. They are brand new into Aegis.
Yeah,
all I'm gonna say
from Texas, Terry.
is they have an Emerald jungler, so.
I think Mistbreener has been around in the scene. I see him in a lot of like the other amateur Discord servers. All right, cool. Let's see our next Pool 5 team into the Piltover group. Ooh, another university team. Got the Michigan State B team. I believe Aquanic, or no, not Aquanic. Aquanic is from ACL. Foxcar, I think, is managing a lot of the Michigan State teams, so he brought quite a decent amount of teams into our Aegis split this year. I think in terms of players that we have known before, I believe they're all new. They are all brand new. Yep, they are.
I know Ham. I think he played top lane for a split in Titan, but I don't think he had much success. But that's the only name that looks personally familiar to me.
Okay. Well, we wish them luck in here in the Piltover group. All right, let's move on to the next team into the Zon group. FBA Finals Boss Apes.
Is this Lemire? Oh my gosh, it is.
It is Lemire.
It's the SDC people, the SDC friend.
So I believe Samir and Mirai have played here previously. The mid and bottom and support, they all share the same Exode like Discord username, so I thought that was cute. All right, awesome. So let's do the next Pool 5 team into the Demacia group that will join Mid Impact. Faceless. All right, so I'm gonna pull up their profile here.
That was this team.
Big fan of Joust.
Yep. So I think we know Joust, Goofy Boy, and Giddy Boy Joe. I think their jungler in mid is new.
He gets the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I like their team logo. I'll give that to them.
All right, sweet. All right, so they'll be joining Mid Impact. Let's find the next group going into Noxus. Mint. All right. Our Mint team, MGC, I believe. We know a couple of people. Oh, actually, no. I think we only know their support, Quick Slice. Everyone else is new, but they've been around in other leagues. Do you guys know anyone else otherwise?
I think Quick Slice is better as a top laner, but I'm excited to see what he does on support. And the Spacemaker, I used to go to college with them. I got chill. So
Is
he's also a support main.
Who?
Castech is not participating in AML.
No. He's not.
No, so Castech unfortunately submitted a team, but their support was not eligible, so it did not pan out for them. But we'll see him at AVL, right? All right, last two remaining teams for Pool of 5. All right, U.S. Army Esports Gold. Okay. Let's see. I think we know 22 Wolf King, SPC Welts, or Sunny in this case, and Broken Dream. I think most of these people have played in AVL. Wasn't too successful, but you know, they are within the cap here in AML. So hopefully they'll do well. You guys know anyone else otherwise?
No, but the U.S. Army teams always do well. This is like a consistent performer no matter where they enter. Like I always see them at like the minimum third in their group in most situations. So it's always nice to see them. I'll be honest.
Oh, I'll get another university team too for Michigan State, so that'll be interesting. All right, awesome. And then last but not least, we'll just spin the wheel, but our favorite people of Forgotten Kingdom. Got our Kusho Nutty. Heck yeah.
Yeah, Kusho, phenomenal mid laner. I think last split he had some issues with scheduling, so I hope those aren't as bad because I like to see him play more than half of his team's games. Nutty one, he used to carry Jerry X, so he must be the GOAT himself. And like this team is going to be scary. I promise you that. Yeah,
we know all of them here, so actually a little surprising we put them in Pool 5, but that's probably because of their aggregate ranks, but they are definitely not like a Pool 5 caliber team, so yeah, that's already going to make the Zon group pretty scary, unfortunately. So with that said, let's get into Pool 4. Got 4 teams here. Let's go straight into the Demacia group. First team will be Stasis Gaming Anomaly. All right. Who's in this team? It's Cole, Crash Bandicoot. Eclipse is also here, and Lagoat. And then Googleplex, I believe we know from other leagues, and BitNA, I think it's the same thing as well. But those are two new players here in the scene.
Super proud of Eclipse from finally getting away from that tumor known as Archer that he's been playing with. So it's been really nice it's nice to see him separate. I'm very proud of him.
I think Archer is in lane 0 right now, but we'll get to that.
He's the sub.
The sub, yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right, back into Noxus for Pool 4. Who will join the 5 Migos and Mint Cryptic? It will be. Okay, Tempo Rush. Let's see. I don't think these are new players as far as I know.
I know they're mid.
Yeah,
I
so I
remember
think I think we know everyone but the mid laner. So Shopkeeper, Peanut, Zombro, Alex, they've all played here previously. Their mid laner is the new one though. All right, awesome. Last two teams being placed into the Piltover group. Who will it be to join the university teams? Wee Cat or OTL Beef? All right. Oh my god. All right. Wee Cat. WWWW. 3 W's. Okay. I think for this, we know everyone here. Rainy Das, Pengu, Ratchet, Conceit, Night Ravens.
Yeah, some returning faces. I don't think they've ever had too much extreme success, but maybe like they haven't found the right combination. And now that like they're all together, I think they win because I think at least some of these players used to be on TMG. At least Night Ravens, I remember he was.
Yeah, I think the top side is all TMG.
Yeah, so maybe they won't find any success. I take it back.
I like that
All
as a
right.
team.
Last but not least, the already deathly Zon group is going to add another stacked roster. More or less, but people we know. Ziha, Goat BM, who is their mid laner now. You know, Roboshora and Jaskol. I think their only new one that we don't know is the Andrichka, who is CEO of Low Elo, their support. But 4 out of 5 returning members.
This is like the definition of a mid team.
You think so?
Their mid laner is Goat BM is a wonderful individual. I talked to him twice, and let's just say he's worse than Animosity in more than one ways, and that's really difficult to do.
Oh my god.
What does that even mean? Worse in terms of what?
All right, we got 3 teams in each of the groups. We got 3 teams at each of our groups. Now let's get into our pool 3 teams. So we got Khan, Team Yippee, Master Mellows, and Hex Tech Hackers. So without further ado, let's see who joins the
sleeper. Wait a minute, this pool is sleeper as fuck.
Let's see who joins the Demacia group. Master Mallows.
Oh, yeah,
Play on words with marshmallows. Yeah, M&Ms. All right, we got. I think the only person we know here is their jungler, which is Smexy. Everyone else is new, but I believe they've all been playing in other leagues as well.
I'll go ahead and spoil this. ADC is pretty damn good. This guy was top 8 CLOL. The GOAT himself, unironically, is gonna smurf the entire league just himself. I'm just gonna say.
All right, that'll be exciting to see. Next team into the Anoxus group. Team Yippee, our returners from last split, here to make another run at the split of AML. We know everyone here.
M2 is the GOAT. Top 3 support.
Yep. M2 is the GOAT. Got Fitz, Kits, Dark Lord, Nebriator. They're all back. So let's see if they do a better. Let's see if they have a better run this time around.
Oh, we'll see if they do a better job. Okay, Duwon.
No, I think they'll do well. You know, every time the returners come back, they always do better in the next split. So I'm excited for them. All right, Piltover group, either Khan or Hex Tech Hackers. All right, another returners as well. I think this is their 3rd consecutive split with us. HXH. All right, I think we know everyone here.
Yeah, they're very mid.
Mr. Lou Killers. They have made a bunch of surprises. They usually just fall short, and they I think every split they've so far qualified for playoffs, or at least have been very close to it.
I don't think
So
they've qualified once.
really,
I think both times they were
Okay.
the team just out.
okay, like they were just at the cusp of playoffs. Okay, so let's hope this time around they'll make it to playoffs of this Piltover group, and then putting them into the Zon group is Khan. Oh my gosh.
Honestly,
Uh,
spicy.
That's a bum team. Their support is a bum. Absolute bum. Like his entire team gets eaten. He's the only one who gets to stay. That's how you know how bad this guy is. Absolute bum in the support. 0-5. No doubt.
All right, we'll see how this team does. But we see some very familiar faces. Other from Kiwi, we know Rizzy, Journal Ziliana, Absar, and then Jin. I think Jin is new.
You their top laner?
Yes,
No, Jack's been
new.
around for a while.
Jack's been around. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. 4 teams in. Let's get into our The groups are getting more exciting, so let's get into our pool 2 groups.
The worst team hasn't even been pulled yet. It's shocking.
All right, first group.
The winners.
First, Bing Chillers TBD almost gave Lesser a scare last season.
Dark
Last
Horse.
I
split.
don't know. I don't think they almost gave us. I think they're the only team to take games off of us. The only team that was able to take a game off of the AML champion winning Drop Dead Gaming. Not Alpha, not Death Cards, not Akuma. It was Bing Chillers who took us to 5. This team is winning it all.
I think they are all returners too.
Yeah, they're gonna smurf everything.
All right. So you're expecting them to be favorites of Demacia, regardless of who's from Pool 1?
No, I take it back. No, Master Mallows is gonna be the winner. Their ADC too good.
All right. Next team into Noxus for Pool 2. Okay, Desperado.
Bums.
DED. Let's look at their teams real quick. They're Loose Cannon. We all know him. I think he's the only, and Kemsi Kemka, I think are the only 2. The other 3 are new.
Definitely think this is the weakest Pool 2 team, but they still shouldn't be underestimated. They beat Quaztech over in Titan, so they've basically defeated God in their first match on a live stage. So I wouldn't be surprised if these guys like surprisingly get first seed in their group with how weak it is so far.
I think their top end support is pretty strong as new players, so
I think
it'll be
they're
very exciting to
underrated.
see.
So
Yeah, they drew a pretty easy group as well.
All right, Piltover group. Next team in. Who do we got next? Dorado and Stasis. So who's going to go into Piltover? All right, it will be Dorado. Not making Zana already a deathly place as is. So Dorado, she. Dogex. I think we know everyone here except One Punch Zach, but I think One Punch Zach has been playing in other leagues.
He plays in a lot
Yeah.
of different places.
He was in Titan last split.
Didn't find much success. I think this team would be a lot better if they got a better jungle. Not to say Zach's a bad player, but I think as much as I think their mid laner needs to be, I think they're not a bad team. Setter's a good AD. Kodiak's a decent top. Always been a big fan of Marvin, so team should be good.
All right. Well, new jungler into Aegis. Maybe he'll surpass our expectations. All right. And last but not least, for Zon, it will be Stasis Gaming Resurgence. Mr. Bobby.
I like this team.
Yeah, everyone's returning. I think the only person we don't know is Exodia.
Exodia is top 5 mid in AML, but it's my opinion.
Oh, okay.
But maybe
We also
top 3.
We also got Fish returning as well. We've seen Fish around in the leagues for quite a while.
Yeah, we've seen him in
this is
the
exciting.
controversies as well. He's my favorite controversial player.
I'm sure he's cleaned up his act. He's one of my favorite top laners. All right, awesome. We got 5 teams into our groups of 6, so let's now pool our exciting pool 1s into Demacia. So let me check. Final boss can't be in Zon, and then Dorado cannot be in Piltover. So let's figure that out once we spin the teams here. So
Oh, that's the top laner for this team is terrible. Terrible top laner. Horrible team. I can't say more bad things about this team. You can go first. I'll wait.
Yeah, Animosity. So why is Lester saying that the top lane's really bad?
I'm bad, so it's a fair statement.
Alright, but we got Animosity, Riddy, Bounty Hunter, Verticality, and Majojo. All people that we know, we love and know well. And then the remnants of the other Lane Zero team that unfortunately imploded, but they'll be riding out the bench with the Akumen team.
You know, bad top laner. Their ADC at this point should just retire. Their mid laner's fine. Riddy's been around for too long. He should also retire. And then their support's kind of just there. I don't know. This team's just. I'm expecting like an 0-6 performance. I can't see a world where they win a single series. It's like shocking.
All right, Noctis. Next pool. Next pool one team.
Whoever gets pulled, this team's gonna win it all. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's almost like you called it. All right, DDG, take it away, Delesser.
So I just want to say, the last DDG team was a dynasty. They were phenomenal. The new DDG team is going to come in and carry on their legacy. Vertigo, best jungle in the league. After you get rid of Lobster, JJ, Lonry, and all those other bums, Vertigo is the last one standing. He's going to run this league by himself. Optic and Steel City Warriors, legends in the solo lane. Steel City may have a better Yasuo than Rob, but we don't talk about that. And Rob may be a bit of an enter on Pike. Geico, he's finally left that enter Marcote and come to join a real team. And Waros, she's French. She plays support. She's phenomenal.
Awesome. Dang, never heard you more excited for any other team other than your own.
Oh, you'll hear me get excited again here in a second.
All right, let's spin our next team. Okay, final boss, BBQ Chicken.
Another phenomenal team, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, top laner, this New Day guy, his Camille is insane. Like, I've never seen him lose to anyone. And the only person that Andy has ever glazed more than him is Troy. So it must be good. Paradox, everyone knows him. He's a GOAT. Duck, semi-finalist last year. Campo, now that he's not alongside Zeha, he's unleashed. And Venom, newcomer to the leagues.
Yep.
The best jungle in the league outside of Vertigo.
Wow, all right. And then last but not least, got our favorite Dorado Gaming Alpha. Some newcomers here as well, some familiar faces. So actually, no, they're all previous participants. The jungler actually came from Calamity Black ACL team. Gonna take a gander here at AML. Then we know Decker, Alistair, and Kibo.
Yeah, they kind of just downgraded in every role. They got a worse mid, got a worse jungle, got a worse AD, got a worse top. RIP.
Compared to which other Dorado team?
The Alpha team. The Alpha team from last season.
From last season, gotcha. Yeah.
They've been
all right. That's our groups. So let's go down the list real quick as Ben is setting up for ADL. What do you guys think of the Demacia group? Who's going to make it, and then who are some sleepers? So just to be clear, 4 teams out of every group is going to make it to the playoffs. So it will be a 16-team single elimination.
I think for Demacia, sleeper is definitely the Malos. Again, I think people don't know them enough, but once they get rolling, they're not going to stop. I think the biggest disappointment for this group, though, is definitely going to be Akuma. They're known for having really good teams, but now that they've yeeted most of their best players, they've been delegated to like have Animosity on their team, and I cannot imagine that team wins that much personally.
Animosity, are you gonna let him bash you like that?
Yeah, he can talk his shit. I don't really care.
Oh my gosh. All right, cool. let's go over to Noxus group. I'm not going to ask Lester anything here because he's going to be biased, but I would like to know your I would like to know your sleeper team in this Noxus group.
It's not fair to say they call them a sleeper because they're pool 2, but Desperado, I think just because nobody knows them, I think they'll like definitely come out and be surprising.
Okay. Anything to say, Animosity? AKA, you're gonna hit back at him?
No.
All right. Piltover group. Who's our contender / favorite, and who's our sleeper?
I don't think there's a sleeper. I think it's the top 2 teams should be fine, and then the bottom 4 teams will compete for the last 2 spots. U.S. Army will probably do something funny.
All right.
Maybe they beat Dorado randomly.
All right, and then for oh my god, I don't know who. This is going to be hard to figure out who's actually going to be eliminated here in the Zon group. I think we might know who the favorites are, but hard to say who's.
I'm so scared of getting used to this. All the vines that keep you tethered in your room.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We are here with ADL. We got 22 teams this time around. So we're going to put 6 teams into the Shurima and Void group for our Ascension Conference, and then 5 teams into Ionia and Ixtal for the Vestayan Conference. The Ascension Conference is pretty straightforward. It's actually very similar to AML. The 10-team conference is a little bit different. Everyone's going to play a single round robin in the group, and then you're going to have one cross group match. And then from there, I determine if you are mathematically eliminated, and if you are, you're done. And then I will elevate one team into the contenders. I think the one with the best overall record. And then you'll have a week 6 cross group that will then, and then we will determine which of the 6 teams out of the 10 will qualify for playoffs. So I'm joined here by Manny, who we have not seen in a while. So Manny, introduce yourself.
Of course. Hello, everyone. I'm Money, actually, but no
Money,
worries.
sorry, my bad.
No, you're totally good. Yeah, it's my return. MJ's return, 95, 96. I'm back. It's been a very long time since I last played competitive. It's been 2 years, so I might not know most of these players, but we'll see what I can say. But I'm playing for Dorado Gaming Theta this year.
All right, awesome. Thanks for joining me, Money. And now we'll go into our teams. So there was a big discrepancy between the rest of the teams and the university team, so we're going to force them into pool 4. Let's figure out which of those university teams will be in Shurima. All right, we got University of Houston. So I believe for these guys, we have some of these players, at least one of these players, also playing in the in AML, but they are all brand new as far as All right, awesome. So that's our pool 4 teams for universities getting into our Shurima and Void. So with that said, let's get into our pool 3 teams and see which team will join them. It's got XSV Kittens, Dorado, Team Ambitious, and DME Raids. So joining the Shurima group just by a slight margin will be your team, Money.
That's crazy.
All right, want to take this away?
I mean, you know, it's the first time I'm coming back into comp in the last 2 years, and always been a tier 1 team before. Now I'm on a tier 3 team with a bunch of Emerald players, so it should be interesting. Expectations probably not that high, but you know, I'm the GOAT, so I'll probably end up carrying my team to the first seed no matter what group we're in. But
a lot of you're all returners too.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So next team that will join the other university team at the Void group. Yes, good old people that we know, playing with a play on word with another TA that we used to know. All right, but we know them all. We got Peels, Egg Rolls, Wind, Dallas, Fire Pig. We all know them. And then subbing is Nubili, Septi, Super Bean.
Yeah, very familiar names. No clue if this is just a meme team or if they're actually like trying to win, but I mean, they got Pig. You know, he's got challenger level knowledge in the support role, so who knows?
All right, awesome. And then joining our Ionia group as our first team, who will it be? Looks like it's going to be the DME Rates. Don't know if I can find them yet. One sec. I think these are all brand new players. Yes, they're all brand new players. But DME, we've known these guys from ACL, like at least the organizers. Excited to see how they do in this league. Do you know any? Do you recognize anyone from this team, Monty?
I do not, but I mean, they all have DME at the front of their names, so clearly they have something going on. So who knows?
Yeah. Org loyalty.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. And last but not least, we got XSV Kittens. What a name. All right. I think the only person I know here is Perfect Tempo, but I've seen all 4 of the names in other leagues, mainly from Risen. So we got Pleb, Riker Moose, Kaizen, and Feywold.
Yeah, I don't know any of these players. I'm sure they're probably well known by now, but we'll see, I guess.
All right, awesome. So that's our pool 3 teams. We got 6 teams drawn out. Let's do our 8 teams from the pool 2. So now we're starting to see a lot of players like near the cap. And we're gonna spin it. First team to come out will be...
Give me Akuma! Give me Akuma! Oh,
right off the bat, goated. Akuma.
Oh, goated group, goated group. Goated group.
Yeah, why are you excited? Let's hear it.
I mean, you got Matthew G at the ADC, you know. I see most of these guys are OGs as well, and you know, I asked beforehand to rig the draw show a little so that way we can have Akuma in our group. now ADL is gonna have some content. It's gonna have some content now, you know. It's not gonna just be quiet, you know. It's gonna have some good content, and so it should be exciting. This team probably should be one of the favorites. I feel like I don't know all the teams, but I know that from talking to other people that they have a relatively strong top side, but I mean, I'm always gonna meme Matthew, but we'll see what happens.
Wow, 25% chance that you got the team that you wanted.
Exactly.
Excellent. All right, let's draw our next team into the Void group. That's going to be MYNT Gaming Mint, the other Mint. All right, so with these people, we got Inigo, Luckify. I think every one of these starters are all returning players. Bots Mavin, Myers, Olvark.
Yeah, I took a gander. I think the Indigo guy like won ADL like a few splits ago, right, or something like that. So
I believe
guess,
so, yes.
yeah, so I guess they have a bit of a stacked roster in that sense. But I mean, they lost 2-0 in Titans yesterday, like last week. So I don't know exactly how good this team is, but we'll see, I guess.
Mm. All right, moving on to our next Pool 2 team for the Ionia group. Novosphere Gaming Alpha. Wow, we're already drawing the upper halves of these Pool 2 teams too. All right, NSGA. What do we know here? They're all brand new.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. But
Newcomers.
yeah, newcomers. We'll see what happens.
Let's see. I think their support is pretty high up there in terms of the elo. But yeah, excited to see what Gizmo has cooked up with this roster here for ADL. All right, next team for the H-Still group. It's going to be the Fools 5 Monarchs. All right, so what do we have here for this team?
Ooh, yikes.
Oh, we got Gua.
Yeah.
Okay, and oh, everyone we know here: Egua, Stone Cold, Mason, and Thrasher.
Yeah, not much expectations for this team. They have Ant Egua top, who notoriously misses playoffs every split. So I don't know. There's not much. Got to see if Guo can bring in some Vietnamese power and push this team forward, but not sure. Not sure if it's enough.
All right, awesome. So now let's loop back around into the Shurima group again and see who will be drawn into this already group of death. We got the Obsidian Spire. Okay, so I think. Oh,
Yeah.
Shao PP. All right, these are all returners. So we got Jolts, Shao PP, LL Cool J's, Jed, and Toadstep specifically.
Yeah, it's like probably another contending team. Like this group A is probably going to be pretty stacked. From what I hear, like most of these players made like a good push in playoffs last year, so group A is definitely going to be a fun one. I hear that their BOL roster just has a change in the jungle, so maybe that like we'll see how if Shao PP is like the big question mark, I guess, but we'll see how that one goes. But definitely a strong team.
All right, awesome. Okay, so who's going to join them in the Mint game, with Mint Gaming and the rest of the crew in the Void group? It will be the new. Can't believe I'm saying this. New World Abusers. All right, what do we got cooking here in NWA? All returning members. So Winterchard, Richard in this case, lost, who won ADL last split. Terry, Lean, and Bento. How much of these are from the previous, from our previous contenders?
I feel like it's most of them. I know Leon was on it. I think it was Bento as well. I'm not too familiar, but I mean, it looks like it's most of like Flash Syndicates. So yeah, I mean,
Okay.
So
Flash Syndicate somehow rebranding into Abusers. I don't know where they get that connection from, but you know what? Hey, if it works, it works. Let's see how they do this time in their new run for ADL. All right, and then Ionia. Got 2 teams remaining. Who's going to join them? Is it going to be the Conduit Landslide? All right. CDL. Let's see. So I think we know everyone except Clay, who I think is a first time here in Aegis. But we know Worm Jones, Sinful, Panay, Winter DX, I think is Discord, and then Good Cat.
Yeah, I don't know too many of these players, but I hear that it's like probably going to be an average team, so we'll see.
All right. And then into the Ichtal group is some familiar faces.
Oh, these the OGs.
It is indeed the OGs. All right. So our favorite player, Nuffies, is back. And then joining him in this iteration for ADL is Rover Rehert Death Holy, who I believe has been away from the US for military. He has now returned, and Alex Carino. So some very, very familiar faces here that will be back in this iteration for ADL.
For sure. I mean, it's an OG team, and I mean, they just pulled in Rehert from a team that missed playoffs last year. So, not sure what that reasoning is, but I mean, if those guys can perform at like the level they used to when I remember playing with them and against them, like I'm sure they'll be a competitive team outside of
All
John.
right. Awesome. So now we have 8 teams left into our pool 1. Let's see who gets into the Shurima group first. Joining this already, this group of supposedly the group of death as well. Oh,
Oh my lord! Oh my lord!
oh my god!
Oh my lord!
Oh my god! You almost pulled a really deathly draw right there. All right, Syndicate Reprise. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, these
We
guys
know we know everyone but Il Pafo.
Yeah, I mean, this is considered. I'm playing Titans this split as well. I mean, they're considered like a contender in there, so
Wow.
wouldn't be surprised if they're also a contender here. So, yeah, I don't know these players, but just from the grapevine, I hear that they're good. So we'll see.
Okay. Let's move on to the Void group. Team that will be going there will be. Is it the Akuma team? No, looks like it's going to go into the final boss. Final boss cheese pizza. Does the final boss just like food? I don't understand. Someone tell me. You know, this is my first time seeing this this logo, and I don't know why we passed it, but you know what? It works. Trying to pull up the profile. I can't find them. Oh, here we are. All right, so we got Kluge, Chungus, Carbil, believe Big Wheeler, and then Coffee. So we got 3 out of the 5 people returning. Coffee, after getting unyeeted, is going to go take another gander at ADL. And then 2 new players, they're jungle and mid.
Yeah, should be pretty solid. Depends on I'm not sure if that's a for fun team or if they're like trying, but like if they're trying, I'm sure it's going to be a competitor.
How much you want to bet Coffee made that logo?
Oh, I'm almost certain he did. Almost certain he did.
All right, next team up. It will be Khan. All right. All right, got an exciting team here. I think probably our most stacked roster in this ADL. All right, so we got Uper, Hunter Wolf Steel, and Kartana returning, and then Ronzo Rage and Spatel, I think, are first time here in Aegis.
Yeah, Spatel the GOAT. I know Spatel. Played a couple of duo games with him. Hunter Wolfsteel seems like a pretty familiar name. I feel like I've played in splits with him or like alongside of him before. Don't know the rest of the names, but I mean they're tier 1, so some expectations I'm sure, but we'll see.
All right. So spin it for our next group, our next team here in Ichtal. Right, Iceborne Inferno. Also our next next top team there. Okay, Holy Carrot's team making another gander,
There.
or at least from his org. What do we know here? Smokey A, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I think everyone we know here. So Bleeding Wolves, Sin, Smokey, Young Grease, and then Willie. Willie, I believe, is new.
Yeah, so Willie played in Titans last split, and he had a pretty good split. I think this team is going to be pretty solid if they can like sub out their jungler for their actual sub Hypnotic Viper. They're for sure contenders, but like right now, I think they're going to be a little bit mid with their current jungler. But if they, I mean, just one little roster change away from being a true competitor, you know.
Mm-hmm. All right, awesome. So let's loop back around into Shurima and complete this group. So who will join this already group of death? It will be one of the XSV teams, Avengers. All right. So Moni, who are your challengers here?
Oh, okay. So some familiar names. Obviously, no demo. Been a while for a long time. The notorious mage player. Don't know the rest of these players, but I mean they're a pool one team, so they have some high ranked players. We'll kind of see, but
So Chaz and Heki, I think, are returning. Kokma is returning. The only newcomer here is Little Libra Lady.
yeah. So I mean this group is already forming to be pretty lethal. So I'm not sure if they'll make it out, but we'll kind of see what happens.
All right. Next team into the Void group. Stray Cats. All right. I believe these people are in. We know most of them. So we know 99 Ping, Emily Lamac, Steel Boomer, Kind Sir. You subbed for Lit one time, and then Zamakona. The only new person here is Miko 6, Horian.
Yeah, no clue about any of these guys, but tier 1, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. All right. Got 2 teams remaining left into this Vestayan conference, so. It is going to be Legacy 9 going into the Ionia group. All right. I think we know everyone here. They're from, what was it? I forgot what team they were from. But I think they've rebranded to pretty much their own team. We know all these players. They are all returning. Z, Mortis, Protato, Living Phoenix. So they're going to make another gander here for the split of ADL.
For sure. I hear Deadbotting is like the new me, where he's like taking my role. So we'll see how
you're much better than him. Personality wise. All right. And to round it out with our last team is the last Akuma team. All right, Akuma anti-tank weapon. I actually love that. This logo is pretty fire.
It is.
All right, but who do we got here? AAT. I think they are all returning players. So we got Dwami Poppy, Aftermoon, Random Capital, Rhino, and Creedog.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard so much glaze about this Dwami Poppy guy. So I hear he's just going to be the best top in the league. If that's the case, I mean, I don't think they're in a difficult group either. They should definitely make it out. And I've also heard a lot of great things about Random Capitals, and I think Creedog is a good support, so should definitely be very competitive.
Mm-hmm. All right, awesome. So let's do a rundown of each of the groups. So just to give you some reference here, only 3 teams out of each group will qualify for a 12-team single elimination bracket. So for Shurima, who is your favorite and who could potentially be some sleepers?
Yeah, damn. Yeah, Shurima is. Sorry, my bad.
You're good.
Shurima is definitely the quote-unquote group of death. I could see like a combination of many different teams. Obviously, I'm going to put our team as a favorite, maybe a little bit of bias. Sabres is going to be competitive. Obsidian is going to be competitive, and then obviously the Reprise team is going to be competitive. Those are the out of those 4 teams, I think any 3 could be in the mix. The other 2, the Houston team and XSV Avengers. Not really in expectations, but this is just a really, really tough group. So I think any team that makes it out of this group is like very competitive to make it to make a good push in playoffs.
Let me fix myself real quick. The bottom 2 teams are going to be eliminated from these two, from the Shurima or Void, and then the 3rd and 4th team from each group is going to play a cross group against each other, and that will decide who gets into playoffs. So you may have either 4 teams from one group and then 2 teams from the other group make it, or 3 and 3.
Yeah, I mean, then for sure, 4 teams are making it out of this group.
Yeah, compared to the Void counterpart.
Oh yeah, 100%. Void looks very Mickey Mouse.
All right, so for Void, who's our favorites? Who's our sleeper?
Favorite, probably Coffee's team.
Final Boss.
Yeah, Final Boss. With a very menacing logo. And sleeper, maybe this New World Abusers team, because they won ADL last split. So, I mean, they're not really sleepers. For me to call them sleepers is kind of crazy, but like, I guess. Last split of ADL also questionable competitiveness, but this split definitely looks like it's shaping up to be a little bit more. But we'll see. I would say they're probably my second pick on that group.
All right, and then Ionia. For this one, it will be kind of the same spiel, but only 6 out of the 10 from this conference is going to make it out. But let's talk about Ionia. Who's our favorite? Who's our contender?
I mean, this group just looks completely bad. Like I think that any 2 teams can make it from this group. This is definitely the group of easy. Like any team that makes it first seed here, like it doesn't really matter. It's like whatever. Probably Khan and like this whatever team Deadbotting is on is that Legacy 9, just because I hear that he makes it some runs in playoffs but chokes. But for sure, like this is like if you're in this group, you're happy. You just get a free season.
All right, and then for Ishtal, favorite and contender, or favorite and sleeper.
This is okay. So this is going to be 3 teams make it out of here, or 2 teams. Like what's the?
So just 6 teams in general out of the Vestayan conference. It doesn't necessarily mean. It's just that the groups basically guarantee that you're going to play against each other once.
Gotcha. Okay, I would definitely say Akuma Anti-Tank makes it out. Probably Inferno makes it out, and then the Goaty come home team if they are all in form. But I think it's going to be a brawl. I actually think this is going to be one of the more competitive groups because I could definitely see like this group being closer if all expected players are playing where they should be playing. But it's going to be a good one.
All right, awesome. Okay, so that's our ADL. Starts in 2 days. So if you don't have your games by then, please make sure you have them now, starting today or tomorrow or on Monday. All right, excited to see you at ADL on Monday. Thank you for joining me, Monty, and we'll go straight into Executioner League next, AEL. right. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. We're going to round out this group job with AEL. So for this split, we got a 10-team conference and an 8-team conference. This will all be done within 7 weeks. We're actually trying something very interesting with the 8-team conference. Not your typical like single round robin. We're gonna make it even more interesting than just that. Feel free to look at the format. You guys can ask me any questions about it. I am joined here today by CSK, Sutek, and Zed. So I will have SCK first introduce himself.
Yo, I'm SCK. I'm the top laner and team captain for XSV Lust.
All right, Sutek.
Hi, it's Sutek. Everybody knows me. Former M100 jungler. Coming down to play with all my friends. We're gonna have a good time.
All right, awesome. And then Zed.
Faker here. Everyone already knows who I am. I don't need to say anything. I'm not playing the split somehow. Thanks for all the offers, guys. But I am writing the content again because that's the funniest thing I could possibly do. Looking forward to a good split, though. It looks pretty interesting from what I've seen so far.
All right, awesome. So for this, for AEL, we only got 3 pools this time around. So pool 3 will have 6 teams. Let's get straight into it. So going into the Targon group. First team. Looks like it's going to be Novasphere Gaming Viridian. All right. So for these guys, NSGV, I think
Mostly unknown to me.
I think they're all newcomers. Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, Oversoul brought in hella newcomers, unknown people, and they cleared the league. So maybe these guys can. Because who doesn't like the underdog story? Having you have 2 E4 player peakers, 2 E2s and 1 E3, no D4 players. What the hell? Finally, an honest team. But they're looking quite promising, though, based off just on solo queue. I think the mid laner looks pretty decent.
All right. Awesome.
I think Lax Farmer is also a more known player too in other leagues. I think he's played in like Risen or something in one of the other leagues.
All right. Awesome. Let's get into the next team for Freljord. All right, our other Michigan State C team. Also newcomers, but we do know Michigan State from ACL and the university itself. They're all newcomers as well.
I can talk about this team. Nobody on here is really known, although they are out of the 2 collegiate teams that are coming to this league. This does look like the better of the 2, so hopefully they put up a good performance. They're a little bit lower ranked than the average of the league, but we've seen some low rank dudes do some good things. So good luck to them.
Yeah, and Legolas, I think I've played against him before, and from what I remember, he's also pretty solid. I think this year's Aegis mid laner pool is probably the best it's been in quite a bit. It gets better if you put me on your team, by the way.
All right, let's look at the Shadow Isles group. Who's going to be placed into there? It is going to be the other collegiate team. All right, Clemson. They are all new.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team where it's like, I want to see them succeed, but I know they probably won't do as good as I hope. Coming in with silver players and all that is like kind of whatever, but it's like when they get to those harder games against a team like Iota or a team like Squad Zero, I think it's just going to be way too skill gap for there to really be anything. But I'm still hoping they, have fun, learn quite a bit, and at least get a win off of one of the easier teams like Envy.
True.
Yeah, I
Alright.
think this team has some tools on its top side of the map to play
All right, awesome. Let's go into Bilgewater. Yes. Oh, sorry, what? Bilgewater. Next team into Bilgewater is XSV Lust. All right, our one of many XSV teams coming in.
Well, this is
Alright.
SCK's team, so why don't
This-
we talk about it.
Yeah, let me talk about this. So I have two newcomers to competitive in my jungler and mid laner. I think we're going to be one of the most slept on pool 3 teams, and I know my bot laner has some competitive experience, as do I, as does my support. I think we're really solid. The internal scrims have been going well, so I think we'll do pretty good.
All right, awesome to hear.
Wanderer is
we got-
going from Boostus to Storm. It might be an improvement to some people. Eastwag has been in competitive before, I believe. I've definitely played against him multiple times. He's a mid laner who is kind of middle of the pack, though, and that's kind of what worries me when he goes against someone like Chef, how he's going to compare, because he puts, I believe it was 400 games on Veigar,
Wow.
and it's like, how can you play 400 games of Veigar? I think it's going to be also like champ pools as well, where you're going to get pinched in these kind of things because every mid laner has the same pool, it's the same 5 champions. Let's be honest. And it's going to be interesting to see how he kind of plays into that. And Wanderer, of course, with what was it Wanderer had? Oh yeah, Seraphine and swapping to the AD role. I hope that happens at least once. That was fun to watch.
All right, sounds good. All right, last 2 pool 3 teams. First one going into Targon. What do we got left? TFF and Ligma Large Rod. All right, TFF is going to go into the Targon group. Okay, so I think these are 2 of these are returning members. No, one of them just Devox. I think everyone else is brand new to Aegis, but I've seen them play in other leagues like Risen.
Yeah, I've never seen any of these people before.
Yeah,
So
I
I
don't
don't
I
know.
don't really have much to say on them.
I think I've played with the jungler before. I'm a QD. But I remember them being kind of middle of the pack kind of jungler.
All right, and then to round out the pool 3 teams, we got Ligma Large Rod into the Freljord group.
What's their name?
Ligma Large Rod.
That's good. I have to rate team, that's number 1. Oh, it's Girthquake! What a name.
Yeah. That's what I was
What
about to
a
say.
name.
Is this team is automatic first place on any meme power
Yeah.
ranking because it's Ligma Large Rod and their mid laner's name is Girthquake.
Girthquake, yeah.
We
what
also
a
got
name.
this, bro, SG Big Shrimp, bro. You know?
Dude, this is a beautiful team for names, but based on players, I do hope they do good. Come on, Girthquake.
All right, so that's our pool 3 teams, and now we're going to be pulling 8 pool 2 teams. So let's start with the Targon group, joining TFF Ever9 and Novasphere. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. All right, first team up. Onto it.
The no logo team.
Heck yeah. Are they actually the only team with no logo?
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right, we got Ghoul in here. Who else do we got?
We got Glor Snacks in the top lane and Manveer AD. Come on. 3 people who are veterans of this. I mean, we just saw Ghoul get pulled in ADL too with Solo Mason. This guy's about to win 2 chips. Come on. But I mean, talking about this team is like pretty easy. You have Manveer, who's a solid player. Glor Snacks, who also, when he's on that, kind of momentum, he still performs. Guo, coin flip, but he's still pretty good. I mean, this team shouldn't be underestimated at any point, because I do think if you do, you're probably gonna lose. They're not bad in any form.
Right, let's look into our Failure group. So we have 3 XSV teams here, so I need to keep track of that. But we should be fine as of now. So Failure group is going to get Strawberry Duller.
The lore. Oh, my goat Yangu.
I've heard that this team got better in the last like week or two because they picked up a different mid laner. But the other thing that I've heard, well, their top and their mid are both different now. But also, they have just like a better support than the support that they're playing sitting on their bench. So I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but yeah. I would like to actually get this team in my group, just like see how good they actually are, because it's supposed to be one of the better teams in the league, supposedly.
Yep.
I mean,
Ultimate is really solid.
You have Bubble mid lane. That guy's pretty decent, but you know, if I was being drawn, Freljord's the group to be. All I'm saying.
All right, Shadow Isles group, next pool 2 team. All right, we got Sinset.
This team actually is really good. I can't even like clown on them in any form. It seems pretty good across the whole map. The only thing I guess is this support is not P2. I do not think she is P2 at all. Also, funny, her main account is her alt account. Actual account is triple net for the people playing against them for scouting. But I think this team is definitely one of the big contenders for finals. Like, this team and Iota are probably the 2 best teams here. No player on Sinset is bad at all. TZI is easily the best top laner right now.
If anyone from Sin-S is tuning in, please make sure to submit the REA change for your support. Or not the RE change, to play on your main for the official matches. All right, so we got Sinset, and now force team into the Bilgewater from our pool 2. So it's not going to be XSV Envy, since we already have an XSV into the Bilgewater. They're going to go into Targon.
I can speak about my team, I guess. We suck. We lose to every single team in this league, especially Clemson Orange. But you know who we don't lose to? We do not lose to Whopper Jr., BKP's son, on any roster. So, we have allegedly 4 Elo sitters and a Sutek on this roster. And from what I've heard, we're 5 veterans. We've all played this game for many a year. And we're easily a top 2 team. We should be, at least, but we'll see how the split goes.
I think
Scrim's going team, well. Excited to start split. Smiley face.
For that team, their top side is definitely one of the strongest in the league. I mean, you have Canela mid, who can be said to be the best mid laner here, other than NBK, of course, is old. But I think where that team kind of falls down is in the bot lane, where I've talked to like a few different people, and it's like kind of a consensus where it's like the top side, amazing. You have Sutek, who's coming back. You have Canela, and then you have Capville. Depending on who you ask, Capville can be here or there. But I think in the bot lane is definitely where it kind of falls apart. But like we were talking about before we got in here, if Valter can get his picks, he can perform. But I think it's also like a champ pool issue there. So here's hoping that they do go far, though, 100%.
All right. Let's draw another pool 2 team into the Bilgewater. If it's another XSV team again, they're going to be forced into Freljord. Looks like it won't be, so we'll get Desperado or Orion into the Bilgewater group. All right, DEO, who do we got here? I think they're all new players as far as I'm concerned.
Miguel CS, great as a known player. I'm pretty sure he name changed, but I played against this guy like 2 times in solo queue. He's pretty good. Everybody else on this team, I think, is new though.
Mhm.
So we'll see how it pans out. But this team's like pretty high ranked, so they should do fine against the lower tier teams, ideally.
All right, let's draw our next team into the Freljord group with our 3 remaining teams left. So we have to force one of the XSV teams into Freljord, which means the other XSV team is going to go into Shadow Isle. So XSV Greed is going to go into Freljord.
Oh my days! This has the goat Thunder McBust inside. I love this guy so much. I will never speak ill on him, but the rest of them, yeah. You have Resilient ADC. Many people don't like him. I think he's like fine. There definitely are some things wrong with his gameplay where he'll either wander off and get solo killed when you're on Baron somehow, or anything else. But he has the Kid, his prime support. That guy's insane. So here's hoping, I guess, that they go really far. I don't know anything about Fiendish Feller. And then Smoke, good guy.
All right. So for our Isles group, we'll spin the wheel here, but it is going to be XSV Rush. Just for formality's sake, because everyone loves spinning the wheel. But we know XSVR. We know 3 of them. We know Angel. We know Rutledge. We know Queenie.
Oh yeah. I think the only person who's new is Metal to that team for Rush.
Yes, I did not realize they made a top lane change for Spoobert, so that must be new.
Yeah, Rush is a really good team. I played in subbed on their roster for Titan last split. Very good roster.
Yeah.
All right. So XG McFeeders, that's going to go into Bilge Water. And now, last but not least, into our Pool 2 teams, it's going to be XSVR. Oh, I thought you did XSVR first. My bad.
Oh, wait, let's talk about McFeeders real quick then. Oh,
yeah, my bad. Let's look at McFeeders real quick.
Well, McFeeders are all returning players from last split. They went far. I believe they were the one. Yeah, they were. They were the ones to lose to the champions of last split, Oversoul Esports. But, no Crash anymore. So no worries for Unknown Lag. I'm not playing, so every mid laner here is safe. But that team honestly looks really solid. I mean, Spoobert in the top lane, good player. Cocoa Puffs can get a little too excited. But I think if they are able to, if they've learned from their mistakes in last split, then I can't not say that this team can make it to finals. But and then you have McFeed's ADC, McFeed's support, who is just overall insane.
All right, awesome. So that rounds out our Pool 2 teams. Let's get into Pool 1. All right, last 4 for today. We got Bean Chiller Squad 0. Oh boy.
Oh boy. This is
Finally a good team in my group.
I mean, this team all around is really, really good. Sybil's back. Grace of God, he was let back in. Can't wait to see what he does. But, I mean, you have a spot up top. He's kind of been here or there recently, coming off of, I think, any losses in either finals or semifinals. Playing with him tonight, so hopefully I didn't mental boom him. And then you have, as much as I said before, as much as I like to, trash Depth Master, wow, what a name. He's not bad when you give him his picks, but I do still think he kind of egos too much in what he does, to the point where it will affect the rest of his team, because everyone knows jungle is the most important role. Your jungler gets way behind, it's impossible for you to play. So I think at this team, all eyes are going to be on Sinestro this split.
All right, let's look at the Freljord group. What do we got going here? All right, Dorado. Oh boy, that just made the Freljord group pretty scary.
Yeah, it looked pretty fun to be in, and now suddenly you should run. You have Cali G. I think this is a new jungler for them. I believe it was
Chuko?
Holzer? Wasn't it Holzer? Last
This
No,
team,
he's always-
this team had Holzer. Holzer ranked that went to
Yeah.
Masters, and Cypher is their jungler now. And he used to play in Plat when CCS was a thing, but he's coming back down from Masters like me now. So he should be. Me and him should be trading blow for top 2 jungles in the league, and then whoever else from the Emerald scene that's really good.
All right.
Nice sneaking yourself in there for top 2, by the way. But I mean, Iota is a dominant team. There's nothing you can really say badly about them. NBK is easily one of the best mid laners I think I've played against. He's definitely improved from like the first few times I played him, where he'd randomly TP level 3 to a fight topside and just sack the lane. But yeah, that Dorado team's making finals, guaranteed. I mean, if they don't, I'll shave my head. But like,
Oh my gosh, bold.
that team
All
should
right.
either win the league or is making finals.
All right, so we got 2 Pool 1 teams left. We can put into Shadow Isles and Bilgewater. So who's it going to be? Our Legacy Esports team or Con? Looks like it'll be really close. Looks like it's going to be Con. Yes. All right, another Con team here going into AEL.
Dong liquor.
I think we know Vulgai, we know Killintai, and then
We know
Bromker.
Esco.
Yeah, I know a lot about this team
Yeah.
actually.
I think this team's weakest point is their tops.
I'd have to agree with you there. Yeah.
I've seen Esco play a lot. I've seen him get comp ruled in Risen recently. I've seen
Oh,
a
no.
lot from him. And I just can't say in good faith that this team is going to perform well in the top lane. I think there's too many good top laners here for him to kind of do well. And then Dong Liquor, again, I think it's just going to be skill gap. Here's hoping ADC can carry, but highly unlikely.
Name a better duo than Con Esports and getting comp ruled in every league.
That's tough.
All right, and then last but not least, the Legumes. Or Legumes, I guess. So who do we got here? I think we know there's Mid, Diablo, and Mr. Lull.
No, Peekaboo.
Peekaboo would be their sub, yeah.
I mean, this team has Travis and Diablo, who are like known good players, but like everybody else is pretty unknown except for Peekaboo randomly being on their sub roster, who is also another like proven good player in multiple roles. So
Don't know why.
it'd be interesting to see how this team turns out. You might see Peekaboo randomly starting in either AD or top on this team if something goes wrong, but yeah, I think this team should be pretty good.
All right, awesome.
I don't know. I think just looking on ranked, because I don't know any of these people, I have like no faith in that team. I think on my tier list, by the way, please make your own for AEL, posted in the content thing. I think I placed them pretty low. Yeah, I put them C beneath both XSV teams that I had there. I don't know. I just can't really see them making it too far compared to other teams. Like, I have more faith in Lust making it further. So that kind of says something.
Big ups, big ups.
Mm-hmm. All right, fellas. So we're going to do a little bit of an analysis here. So Targon and Failure Group, the Majestic Conference. Each conference is only going to qualify 4 teams from each conference. So we're going to have an 8-team single elimination bracket. So for the Majestic Conference, who are your favorites and then who are your sleepers?
Oh,
2 favorites, 2 sleepers.
Four from each group or 4 in total?
4 from each conference.
Okay, so from the Majestic Conference, I think it would be like Bing Chillers, Envy Dorado, like for sure, and then probably like some combination of either Strawberries or Greed from Freljord. That would be my guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely like he said. Squad Zero, Envy, and Dorado are making it no matter what. Where they make it, kind of up in the air. But the 4th place, I'm gonna have to give it to Delore. I think they definitely can go the distance. I mean, Yangu is easily one of the best players I've played with in a bit, and I think their bot side in Resign and Coco can outmatch Resilient and the kid. So I'm gonna put all my faith on them to make that 4th seed spot.
Okay, and then for Harrowing.
It's
Who's
4
our 4
again for
teams?
this too. I would say Sin for sure.
Yeah.
Probably the XG team for sure, and then I think the rest of them are a toss-up. But if I were to like just base it off of teams I know, Rush absolutely for sure would be top 3, and then probably Desperado or Lust. I don't really have much faith in Legumes or Clemson, so it'd be like Desperado, Lust, or Khan for sure taking the last spot.
I think it's Sinset, XG. That is Rush, right? Before I like get.
Yeah, it's Rush. It's Rush and Shadow Owls. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Rush definitely. Man, it's hard because I want to say it's Lust, but I'm not too confident, and I might just go with Khan Esports.
Yeah, I think the last spot here is definitely a toss-up.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you guys. I think it's gonna be Rush for sure, Sin, and that XG team. I think it's gonna be either Lust or Khan for that 4th spot. I think are the only real competitions for that 4th seed.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.